Let me start by acknowledging the presence here of the permanent secretary and the clerk of the Osun State House of Assembly. Mr. Musa is here. He's my very good brother. Thank you very much. God bless you. Actually, I was working with the legislators, the speaker, and other members of the assembly to ensure that they are here today. But unfortunately, they got a signal to go to Lagos for a Southwest parliamentarian meeting, which is very important. And that is why they aren't here. But the clerk of the assembly, and you'll agree with me, is the one that's like the engine house of the assembly. Wherever he moves and whatever he believes in, he's able to talk to the legislators about. So I welcome you, my brother. God bless you. Good. Thank you. We also have here, I need to recognize Dr. Julius Adeoye, the immediate past head of department of the Theatre Arts Department of the Redeemers University. Please meet Dr. Julius Adeoye, please, you're welcome. And then we have Dr. Ogunike as well, right? Babalide. Dr. Babalide is the current head of department of Theatre Arts, Redeemers University. Please, you're welcome, sir. God bless you. We also have here the Chief Executive Officer of the Hope for Family Development Initiative, in person of Mr. Muslim. Please, you are recognized and you're welcome. He runs one of the most vibrant NGOs in Osun State. And he has spread his tentacles to Osun, to Cross Rivers, to Kwara, and he's in so many places too. I wish you more successes. Thank you. Now, my welcome address is targeted at everyone that's here, but I want to welcome all our of you here, and we do not take your presence for granted. So all teachers who have come with the students, we are very grateful. You are welcome. You are especially recognized. Then the students, all these my children, this program is actually for you. We organize this so that you will have a better future, so that you will live a healthier life, so that you will not die of ignorance, because ignorance kills. That is why we have taken our time to put this together. And I must say this very clearly, that this is not an NGO that is getting funding from any international organization, or what we raise funds from amongst ourselves to be able to do this program, because it's our passion and it's what we believe in. I forgot to mention Mrs. Adeoye, who is here with us. She has been the mother of our campaign in all secondary schools in Osun State against sugar-sweetened beverages. She's a mother indeed. She's a Minister of Education. She's an Executive Secretary now in a very special capacity. She takes care of the schools, and so she's the mother of all students in all the secondary schools in Osun State. Mr. Lee, you're welcome again. God bless you, ma'am. From the first day we discussed the issue of sugar-sweetened beverages and the deleterious effect with her. She ran with the vision, and she will convince anybody that this is something that is worthy. Ladies and gentlemen, all over the world, people are already working towards ensuring that there is limited access to sugar-sweetened beverages in primary schools, in secondary schools, even in communities in the society. And many countries of the world, beginning from UK, many countries in Europe, America, in Canada, in so many other regions of the world, even South Africa, Kenya, they have placed heavy taxation on sugar-sweetened beverages for the sole purpose of making it inaccessible, because it is causing a lot of damage to young people. Before now, we never used to see diabetes amongst people who were like 9, 10 to 15 years old. But in the last 10 years, there has been an epidemic of obesity and overweight amongst young people between the ages of 9 and 24. And this is what has necessitated this campaign against sugar-sweetened beverages. In Nigeria, we succeeded in the year 2021 to get the government of Nigeria to place tax on sugar-sweetened beverages. So if you get the Finance Act 2021, you will see there the tax on 1 liter of sugar-sweetened beverages, and that tax is just 10 naira per liter. But we have seen that this has not deterred people from consuming sugar-sweetened beverages. The standard that WHO recommends is that per liter of sugar-sweetened beverages, we should have a tax of 150 naira. If we can get to that level, then the cost of selling maybe a bottle of Coke or Fanta, things like that, will rise to about 5,000 naira. And I'm sure not many people will want to spend 5,000 just to go and buy Coca-Cola or Fanta or Powerhouse or Bullet. All of these things have chemicals in them that are deleterious to your health, particularly excessive content of sugar. So we're here this morning. You will recollect that in 2023-2024, the Christian Initiative for Nation Building organized a Healthy Choices for Healthier Lives campaign among secondary schools in Osun State. We reached out to 2,568 students with the information. And from the analysis and the survey that was conducted after that, we discovered that a lot of people were getting that information for the first time. After this message, after this stage play, we are going to also have vanguards in each of the secondary schools. One tutor and the students who have come to represent the schools here will serve as the vanguards for healthier choices or for healthy choices for healthier lives in their various schools, so that the initiative will not end here. You will still go back to your school, and then you become ambassadors, you become preachers of the gospel, and that gospel is you can live healthier lives without consuming sugar-sweetened beverages. The dangers do not come immediately. The dangers will start showing up when you are close to 40 years, you are close to 50 years, sometimes in your late 30s. And ladies and gentlemen, you'll agree with me that that's the period where you are just beginning, because you work and work and work to get things. By the time you are in your late 30s, early 40s, you are trying to consolidate. And that is the time that the effects and consequences of those things that you have failed to attend to early in life, that's when they begin to show up. And you can imagine when somebody is diabetic and hypertensive, even if you are earning ₦1 million a month, you are going to be spending a substantial part of that on taking care of consequences of your ill choices or your bad choices. And that is why we're here. We have invited all of you to come. I have seen the preview of this play. I'm sure you are going to enjoy it. But it's not just for your enjoyment alone. It is so that when you are going, you go with the message. And you will make a vow that you will not even take SSBs anymore. That is the best. But if not, then you can say, okay, we'll reduce it very significantly. If you make that vow, then the purpose of our coming here is achieved. Once again, I'd like to thank the Commissioner, the Permanent Secretary, Ministry of Health. They are at the MTSS meeting in their conference room, but they said that as soon as they finish that, they are going to join us here. The Permanent Secretary, Ministry of Education also is coming. He has sent his message. I will be coming to join us. And then, ladies and gentlemen, when you have Ministry of Health, you have Ministry of Education, then you have the Assembly. We have all the people that we need to advocate, to push for restrictions towards access to SSBs not only in schools in Osun State, we are doing the same thing nationally so that we will be able to have more and more people amplifying the message of the deleterious effect of the sugar sweetened beverages. Having said this, I welcome you all and I hope that you will enjoy this stage drama as it proceeds. Thank you very much.
Thanks so much, sir. Can we do that in applause again? Okay, so as we go into the next thing, I want us to learn this. Well, we're clapping for Doctor. So because most of us here are students, we're going to do something new. Are you ready to roll it? Just watch it. All the students, are you ready? Yes. Now let's go. Start rolling. Start rolling faster. The adults are not exempted, you know. You can just join us. Let's roll it. Faster. Faster. Put it together. Awesome. Thank you so much, sir. Okay, right now, my name is Patricia, and I'll be anchoring the program with Mr. Toby. Thank you so much. So we're going right into the Google messages from the representatives we have here. Can we make welcome the representative of the Permanent Secretary, Ministry of Health? Is he here? Is he here? Not here. Okay. How about the Permanent Secretary, Ministry of Education? Not yet here. Okay. All right. How about the Speaker of Osun State House of Assembly? All right. Let's roll it. Let's roll it. Roll it. Roll it faster. Roll it faster. Put it together. Awesome. Thank you so
much. The President of the Christian Initiative for Nation Building, our distinguished lecturers here present, other distinguished guests here, including the Deputy Clerk of the Osun State House of Assembly, Pastor Muiwayen. You are welcome. All the students here present, I welcome you. First and foremost, I want to tender on behalf of the Speaker and other members of the House of Assembly of Osun State. They are unavoidably absent at this very important gathering. As I'm speaking here, they are on their way to Lagos for a national assignment. And the thing came at, maybe let me just say, it came just too sudden. The notice was given about 3 or 4 days ago, and they have to be there, all of them. So they are on their way now. So the Speaker, Right Honorable Adewale Olubide sincerely sent his apologies, and he sent his good tidings to all of you here. You have loved to be here, to be physically present here, because of the significance of this program. Having said that, I want to say the program, this event is coming at the right time, because we all know the negative impact of sugar sweetened beverages in our society. The impact are very enormous. So somebody will say, at the time you are taking them, you will have the enjoyment, but the enjoyment lasts for a few seconds. Maybe the enjoyment is from here to here. Once it gets down, the impact, the negative aspect of it starts building up. So I want to appreciate the organizer, Dr. Niyogene. I appreciate you, sir, and the Department of Theatre Arts of Adeleke University for Redeemer University. I apologize for that. Redeemer University, Ede. I appreciate you all, because you are here, you are saving life. What many people don't know, there's nothing, anything that is sweet is dangerous to body. I'm not a doctor, but I learned that from our doctors. So to continue taking in of sugar sweetened beverages do more harm to the body than good. So we should, as much as possible, avoid it, and if not avoid it, reduce it to the barest minimum. And I want to say on behalf of the Right Honorable Speaker and the entire House of Assembly, whatever that we need to do to support this kind of initiative, we will do it. Most especially in the areas of legislation. And once we look at the national act, we will follow suit and we will domesticate that national act to suit our purpose in Osun State. So I want to say that on behalf of the entire House of Assembly, we are in full support of this initiative, and we do the needful by the grace of Almighty God. Once again, I appreciate the organizer for deeming it fit to invite us to be part of this important program. God bless you, and I wish all of us maybe a successful deliberation or
happy viewing.
Happy viewing. God bless you.
Let's keep clapping. A round of applause. A round of applause. Don't stop until he's seated. Don't stop, don't stop, don't stop. Don't stop until he's seated. Thank you so much. Okay, now you can stop. But so this information is for everyone who may need to use the restroom at any point in time. Still the exit, the door on my right, that's on your left because of how you're seated. That exit, please use the restroom is right at the back. Just go right outside the generator. You'll find the restroom there. Thank you so much. Right now, join me in welcoming the representative of the civil society organizations for his welcome address. Is Mr. Stephen Akinremi. I hope I got that correctly. Let's appreciate him, please. The Hope Family Development Initiative. Keep clapping until he comes up. Keep clapping, keep clapping. Thank you so much, sir.
Good morning, everybody. Firstly, I want to give glory to the Almighty God, and I want to thank God for this great initiative that is coming at this right time. And I want to thank Dr. Okini for the great work that you are doing, and the Speaker and Permanent Secretary, and also all everybody that's here, the Redeemer University, and also Mrs. Adioye for the great work that's doing in the area of education, and everybody that's here, the school, the student, and also our mommy, Mrs. Yodini, for the great work that you are doing to support your husband. Thank you for the great work, and I really appreciate everybody. Today I'm very happy, to be here. Despite the fact I'm supposed to be on my way, I'm supposed to travel today. I have a lot of assignments. So when I received this message, from him, particularly this area that nobody has ever opened our eyes towards this initiative that we are talking today. And the Bible says that my people are perished because of the lack of knowledge. Most of the things that when you are getting to the age of from 40, 50, and all there, it's not starting from that age. It's starting from the beginning. And that's the reason why that when we are talking about future of tomorrow, I will tell people, if you want to become a leader of tomorrow, you must start from today. If you don't start your journey from today, there's no way that you can become a leader of tomorrow. That's the reason why it's very important for the young people that you hear, particularly the student, you targeted the right people. It's not about the people like all people that very soon our age is like this now. Either we like it or not, one day will be one day when we do, and this is the people that will come after us. That's the reason why that when we are talking about today, we are talking about Sugri and Sugar, everything. It's good for us as a young people to start reducing it. And the message that we are trying to get today is not for you. It's for the people that don't have this kind of opportunity to be in this world today. And that's the reason why that, because we know that young people, children, this is what they like, and which they don't know that the harm that this thing is causing to their life is more than what they are enjoying at now. And don't ever enjoy what you are enjoying to destroy your future. That's the reason why that I want you to be an ambassador today, to start talking to the people in your school, not only in school alone, but particularly in our community. And I want to thank the speaker, that's when he give his word, Dr. Ogini. This is a very important key word that we need to do the follow-up. No, they have done it from national. Let's start from our state. If other states have never, doesn't that law, let's start from Osun State. Because one thing that is very important for us is to make sure that it's not only talking alone. The large number of people, they don't know what to talk about. Large number talk about the community. But if this initiative can really front it, and which I will try as much as possible also to be part of it, for us to make sure that we get it. Not only the physical, any area we can mobilize the resources also to make sure that this initiative that we are talking about today, everybody in our state get the information. It's not only for us. Let's think about people at rural place, community, which they don't have access to this information that we are talking about today. Let's plan for them. I always tell people that when you are talking about developed country today, it's not a single person that's able to do it. When you do your own, another one do your own, and when we work together, make sure that we have developed society. That's the reason why for our societies also, for our states also, that we want to make sure that Osun State is developed. We want to make sure that Nigeria also is developed. And I've made a promise that this initiative that we have started, Dr. Ogini, I will be part of it, and whatsoever that anything I can do to really push it for, particularly at rural area, which is very important. My students, my children, it's very important now that this message is for you. Try as much as possible to reduce it. If we cannot eradicate it totally, but try as much as possible to reduce it, because by taking a lot of the way now they are using a lot of method. In fact, I remember on Sunday when my children want to take that's one that they are turned to the toy, which they will take it and discover that it's really damaging their image. Please, very important, try as much as possible to work and try to talk to your people. Not only you can, because just let them feel people here. When you get back to your school, and I like the initiative that you said that now in each school you have a funders. When there will be an ambassador who will start advocating for triggering aspects in your plan. And also, Minister of Education, I don't know that now that we are advocating for reproductive health, I don't know if we can include this aspect also in the area of House of Assembly can do. Mr. Adeoye, I know that you can do it also, and with your permanent secretary. If we can include it in our when they are teaching them in the school, at least they can have a topic when they will pass message to the young people, which because we need to start pushing this message now. If we don't, very soon just discover that Dr. Ogini was saying about 10 years ago, 10 to 13. Now people are start having a lot of diseases as a result of the secret that they are taking. Before we discover, if we really continue like this, we just discover that we just have 10, 5, and all the children. And because I want to thank the organizer, the Christian Initiative for Nation Building, for this opportunity that they gave to me to be part of this initiative and to be here today. Thank you very much.
Thanks so much. A round of applause. Keep clapping. Keep clapping until he gets to the stage. Don't stop, don't stop, don't stop. Keep clapping. Keep clapping. Alright. So we're going to do something quickly. Are you cold? Oh, really? You're cold? Okay, so let's do this quickly. Everybody stand up. Let's do this quickly. Everybody stand up. Yeah.
People. And today again, we have gathered here not to celebrate. But tomorrow the two people we gathered here to celebrate. Adunia has gone to meet their ancestors. Our great Taylor. You have removed his leg.
Our hearts are heavy with sorrow. And that our eyes are filled with deep sorrowful tears. But there is one question that heavies my heart with sorrow. And I was asked, Eye Yomi,
àwọn olóyè àjókòó tẹ̀tẹ̀rẹ̀ immediately the incident happened. Me and Iyalode, we have gone far and wide. The things that we told them that they will be jealous of us, we have gone to meet their own herbalist.
What have the God said? What have the God spoken?
Akọni, ẹ̀yin ará mi ẹgbẹ́ dẹbí. He goes to a silence.
Good day, people of Ekpetebi. I am Dr. Tanimola, and that is Dr. Chile. We came all the way from General Hospital to Lagos, where your sister, Dr. Aduni, drew her last breath. We share in your sorrow, and we share in your pain. And that is why we are taking it upon ourselves to come and tell you the cause of our death and the condition of your brother.
What cause? What cause? You offended the gods.
Oh, my friend, this is not the doing of the witches. Come into the hand of the God. This is caused by something you all consume daily.
Consume daily?
Yes. Can you identify this? Yes. This sugar sweetened drink that you all love are your silent killers. Yes.
This was what led to the death of your sister and the infirmity of your brother.
Let me explain. You see, your sister died of a heart attack, a condition caused by consuming too much sugar over time. Only futile waste, and when you overload them, they stop working, and your nerves are damaged, and that is what caused her death. And
And as for your brother, the tailor who can no longer wear, diabetes is also caused by constant taking of sugar. He had a wound on his leg that was very impossible to heal. That led to amputation. And that is why he will remain in the wheelchair for the rest of his life.
All need to stop taking this drink. They are not your friend. They are very bad. You see, when you take them over time, sometimes you can overweight. It leads to obesity, heart attack, and in serious condition, coma, or else you have heart attack in your
Please, make sure you stay away from all these dirty things. To know that they have so much sugar, you have to check. There is a label. You see that it is measured in grams.
And to understand that, you see, 1 cube of sugar is equivalent to 4 grams of sugar. That bottle has 65 grams. You divide it by 4. And I'll give you about 16 cubes of sugar in this house.
16 cubes of sugar?
You see, drop this sugar 16 cubes. And that's why I would advise you to stay with zero sugar liquid. And that is clean water.
The drink of life. It refreshes the body, cleanses the soul, and keeps you hydrated. If you are thirsty, please drink water. And if you seek for sweetness, just eat fresh. So please, stay away from this dead.
Yaralu, ọ̀rọ̀ létí gbọ́ yẹ o. Try some sweetness. 1 cold bottle of drink. It tastes sweet. Fun few treats. But what is it? A treat. If you take too much, you will die. Yaralu, drink water. Cool and clear. Let it keep your body near. You don't see water and you need something sweet. Eat fruit. Eat mango. Eat orange. Eat watermelon. Eat pear. Ẹ̀yin ará ìlú, omi labuwẹ̀, omi labumu, ẹ mọ mi o. Kábíyèsí o.
Thank you to our friends from Lagos for making us to understand the cause of our sorrow. No wonder the gods are silent. How could we have known that what we call ordinary drink has this hidden danger?
We need power.
For all thanks to Eledumare for not leaving us in darkness. From this day forward, I, Obafadefela, decree anyone selling this drink shall pay higher tax. So be it.
If you want to live long, if you want to live
Acting President, I would love to recognize the parents, Mr. Emmanuel. and also the able director, Mr. and also we have some member of staff. My dad been introduced before, Professor Aduru. Then our member in the department, Dr. Susan Babuji. Permit me to call out all the postgraduate students so that you know it's not just the postgraduate graduates first. Then all our undergraduate students. Let me please have my social we have also a member of staff, that is the leader or that over there. And my officer, Dr. Babylon.
Please let's give this team a rising ovation. Let's rise. All the plans that he had for the future, there was a lesson from this.
Yes, sir.
I want to hear louder.
Yes.
Okay, so as part of our, forward looking projections for this movement and in the coalition of the Sugar Sweetened Beverages Stars Coalition in Nigeria, we are going to have all of you that have come from the different schools. We are going to take your names, you've already registered. We are going to continue to communicate with you. We are not going to stop at this level. You have been sensitized, you have been educated, that there is a next level that we are going to. And that level is we are going to be establishing the health vanguards in all of your schools. And these health vanguards will be the ones that will continue with the message in the school. And you will not just be talking about sugar sweetened beverages alone. You are going to be giving holistic concept concerning healthy living so that you will be able to shun all forms of unhealthy that the cabinet that the tax, anybody who is going to come to sell sugar sweetened beverages in his community will be heavily taxed. Today, Nigeria is collecting only 10 naira tax on 1 liter of sugar sweetened beverages. The Sugar Sweetened Beverages Tax Coalition in Nigeria that is being led by CAPA, the Corporate Accountability and Public Participation in Africa, they actually part of our supporters in this project. Now they lead the Sugar Sweetened Beverages Tax Coalition in Nigeria. And we are working together to get the federal government to increase the tax from 10 naira per liter to up to 150 naira per liter, which is close to the World Health Organization, prescription, for taxes on sugar-sweetened beverages. We are continuing with that, dialogue at the national level. But here in Osun State, I'm sure the permanent secretary and clerk of the House of Assembly will convey this message to our parliamentarians who are unavoidably absent. What we are working towards is having some laws restricting access to sugar-sweetened beverages in our schools, both primary, secondary schools, and the tertiary, and it is very possible. It is very possible for that to happen. And so we are still going to be engaging the House of Assembly after this, presentation to continue our discussion on how we can enact. And I'm very proud to say that Osun State was the first state in this country to enact the prohibition of public smoking law. I'm sure the clerk of the House will remember. Yes. We were the first to enact the prohibition of smoking in public places law in this country, and that has worked quite a lot. So it will not be too far-fetched if we also become the first state in this country to make legislation restricting the sales of sugar-sweetened beverages in our primary, secondary, and tertiary institutions. I believe, of course, we say Osun State is always a step ahead of the others, and I believe we are going to take this message to the Right Honorable Speaker of the House of Assembly. I haven't said this. There are still a few messages that we are going to, pass across. We have some dignitaries here who there are still some dignitaries that came in. There is another alliance aside from the coalition against sugar-sweetened beverages in Nigeria. We have an NCD alliance that's called the Non-Communicable Disease Alliance, Nigeria, and they work around everything that is non-communicable disease, chronic illnesses. They talk about the cancers, the chronic obstructive respiratory disease. Talk about diabetes mellitus, hypertension, and stroke. All of these things are what we are working against at the NCD Alliance Nigeria. So we have a representative of the NCD Alliance here, and it's Dr. Kalistus Akim. Please, let's put a round of applause for him. He will also be giving us, the Google message from the NCD Alliance. You can sit down, please. We will call you later. We just want to take questions from the students. Where's my compere? Yes, Toby. There's a session. So if you have a question, yes, you can stand up, please, yes. So all of you that have questions, can you just raise your hands so that we can give you numbers? You have questions you want to ask. Continue with it.
All right. So if you have questions, please just raise your hand. Do we have anyone? Okay, number 1, number 2, number 3. Okay, I think we'll be able to take just 3 questions for now. Okay. Okay, sir. Number 4. Wow. Okay, let's see how soon we'll go with the first 4, then see if we can accommodate more. Are we good with that? All right. All right.
Once again, I say good afternoon to each and every one of us. I think there's a confusion or misconception going around, which I want Doctor to clear here. Doctor?
Yes, sir.
Okay. Now, some believe in some quarters that if you have a low BP or I don't know the terminology, I know sugar level, whatever, that if you can take in more all these sugary drinks, it will subside. I want us to clear. I want you to please clear here.
Thank you.
That.
Thank you.
You see, the misconception, came from this, fact that when people are diabetic and they are on insulin, you tell them to carry sugar wherever they are going. That they should have at least 4 or 6 cubes of sugar with them at any point in time, because there can be, a very sudden lowering of the blood sugar in such patients. When they give themselves the insulin, they can become hypoglycemic, that is low sugar level, and they can collapse. So what they do is, what we tell them to do is carry sugar, so that, as soon as that happens, they can take the sugar and then it will normalize their blood sugar level. Now, people have now generalized that to say that if you go to the hospital, if you are weak and then you are fainting, and you should go and take sugar. And the quickest source and the most easily available source of sugar is the sugar sweetened beverages containing up to 14 grams of sugar, and you know how deleterious that is. So it's a misconception. It is not a fact. People who are naturally hypoglycemic, all we tell them to do is feed well, eat well. You take all of the foods that can build your glucose level. They will raise the glucose level. So it is not a fact that if you are hypoglycemic, if you are somebody that has a low sugar, the solution is for you to go and take sugar sweetened beverages. No, it's a misconception. It is a prescription for those who are diabetic, who are on insulin, who can have a sharp fall, a very dangerously sharp fall in their blood sugar. We tell them to do that so that they can shop the sugar level. But if you are a normal person, you don't have diabetes, you're not using insulin, and you decide to start carrying sugar, like, I'm feeling tired. Many people say, I'm feeling tired, my sugar must be very low. 1 SSB, 2, 3, sometimes. I've seen people who take, after every meal, you just finish eating, you take 1 bottle of either Coke or any of these SSBs. And then afternoon, the same thing. Night, the same thing. You are dying gradually. So I hope we have cleared the air on that. Thank you very much, sir.
Thank you so much for the clarification, sir. So I hope you do not have sellers of sweetened beverages in the house. We have anyone like that? Anyone? Alright, we hope that you are taking a cue from today's session and you can look at how to strategize for some of your products. So can we have those who want to ask question? Number one, please. Alright, thank you.
My name is Abdullah Ubaid from Swahi Grammar School. My question is, when I'm sick and my parents took me to the hospital, when it comes to I should take injection or the nurse or doctor will ask me to go and my mom should go and buy Coke. I should first drink it before the nurse give me the injection. Yes. So why?
All right. Please hope you are taking note. So taking note of question number 2. Okay. You can please step out quickly. Number 2, number 3. Number 2, please step out quickly. Number 3, please stand by the side. Quickly. Alright, thank you.
My name is Ulumar Mercy. My question is, normally everybody knows that excess of things is not too much, is bad. And if you don't take excess of things also it's too bad. Now when the movie bans not taking drinks, right? If somebody is not taking drinks, it has causes which transfers into low sugar. If somebody has low sugar, she also can use sugar. Yes, if somebody can take sugar. But if it's too excess, it causes trouble, which leads to diabetes. So, which advice will you give to people that have low blood sugar or we attempt to have high?
So your question is, what will a doctor advise for someone who has low blood sugar? Alright, thank you, well noted. Number 3, please. I think I gave just 3. Please, let me take number 3 first, then we'll see what we can do. We have a short time. Number 3. It's a lady.
We shouldn't take SSBs at all, or we shouldn't be excessive.
Wonderful. Is it that we should not take SSBs at all, or it should not be in excess? So let's take one more person from here. Please, are you taking note?
Sir, is more drink among the SSBs?
You said what?
Is more drink among the SSBs?
Okay, malt. Is it among SSBs? Please, are you taking note of the questions, please? Malt. Interesting questions in the house. How many people do we have like, okay, I'm not taking beyond those that are here, please.
You know, it's not possible not to take soft drinks. So I want to ask that how many soft sweetened drinks should we take in a week?
How many soft drinks? Okay, you're right. You're not even agreeing that we should not take it at all. You are saying it is not possible. Point one, am I right? So you are saying since you have agreed in your heart, you have concluded in your heart that it is not possible. How many should you take in a week? Is that your question? Alright, it's well noted.
And the body counts the amount of sugar.
And the body counts the amount of sugar that is being taken. Alright, thank you. The next person.
So aside from drink, is candy also part of the drugs of sweetness?
Aside carbonated drinks, is candy also part of traps of sweetness? Alright, thank you. Next person.
If someone is involved in hard labor that usually uses energy and burn sugar, is sugar sweetened beverages bad for such people?
If someone is involved in a strenuous job, is taking SSBs a difficult or a wrong thing to do?
Also to ask that is that lemon drink out of SSBs?
Lemon drink, bitter lemon, more like tea. Am I right? Is it also part of SSBs? Okay, do we have all the questions? Alright, so I think we should start. So, do you want to answer alone, sir, or you need soldiers alongside?
I have another person who will be. Let's start it.
Thank you. So please read the question out. And Dr. Kalisto is a big man. He's a very big public health physician, and is quite vast in the subject that we're discussing. So we're going to be working together to answer the questions. So, what's the first question? What's the first question?
So, the first question is, she said that what would the doctor advise when, is it the right advice for the child to take, maybe she has not eaten and want to give her injection, to take Coke before the injection?
You see, these are some of the practices that, have become like traditional. Or you go to the hospital, wọ́n fẹ́ fún lábẹ́rẹ́, ẹ̀jọ̀ kọ́kọ́ wọn mú Coke kẹ́tọ́ fún lábẹ́rẹ́. Why don't say ẹ̀jẹ̀ ra búrẹ́dì fún kó jẹ búrẹ́dì? Do you understand? Just because Coke is the one that is most readily available, and we have already tuned our mind to that. Why are they giving the person Coke? They want to have some energy. But if you eat bread, or if you drink even beverage, Milo, Ovaltine, you prepare it, you drink, it will still give glucose. The only thing is that this glucose that comes from these drinks enters straight into, because then they are monosaccharides, so they just enter, their absorption is so fast, and because it's so fast, it goes and your energy level rises very fast, and then it goes down again. And when you start having those spikes over and over again, they have permanent damage that does to your pancreas, to the kidneys, to even the heart, and to your blood vessels. So it is not right that before you give somebody injection, you must tell the person to go and take Coke. No, it is not right. But it's just a tradition that people are grown into. Part of our work is to let people know that doesn't have to happen, and we'll be carrying this also to our health workers, so that they will know that you don't need to tell someone to go and take a bottle of Coke or something before he gets an injection. Has this person eating? No, okay. And it's not even all injections that require you to have eaten before you take them. There are some medicines that you need to take before you eat. You don't have to have taken anything before you take them. So we will continue to change the narrative gradually. It's something that has been with us for over 60 years, so it's going to take time for the change. But the change will definitely occur as we continue to carry out these messages. Thank you.
Okay, the next question, are there any side effects for not taking SSB?
There is no side effect for not taking SSB. The only thing is that you will become healthier. If that is the side effect, you will be healthier if you do not take SSBs. You don't actually need SSB at all. So when you're talking about side effects, you talk about side effects of something that can injure you, right? But when you take the water that God has created created. The water is given us freely. When you take water, you are safe, you are healthy. So there is no side effect to not taking SSBs. Somebody was telling me, a lecturer was telling me that look, if she doesn't take at least 1 bottle of Coke in a day, she doesn't feel normal. That's a sign of addiction. It's a sign of addiction. It's not like you're addicted to nicotine and when you smoke. It's more or less the same thing. So you need to break that gate. You need to desensitize your mind concerning, the use of SSBs. There is no side effect if you don't. In fact, you are going to be much healthier if you stay with water. Thank you. Yes.
Okay. The next question from his words. He said, since you cannot do without SSBs.
Who says it? Somebody
cannot do without SSB.
Yes.
How many should you take in a week?
Okay, let me just ask. Let me give it to this my chief.
Well, it's a thing of the mind. You can do anything. You can do anything. Once you know the danger, it's what they call benefits outweighs the risk. There's risk with SSB, so you should know that the risks are higher. So the benefit of taking the drink is far times 10 times 100 times 1,000. Why do you want to engage in what will give you more danger? You saw the guy that had got his leg, amputated his leg. Is that what you want? All your dreams to go away. So we will not give you prescription drinks. What I would advise you as you grow up, as you grow older, is to take less SSB. But now, some of you are getting used to it. And I was told, I think I was in the north, to desensitize someone that has addiction or on those other things, not SSB. You don't stop immediately. Stop cigarettes now. Stop hard drugs now. You should take over months, over weeks, over days. As she said, how many can you take a week? I will not prescribe for you. I will tell you zero drink per week. Zero is feasible. It's possible.
It's possible.
So say it is possible.
It is possible.
Students say it is possible.
It is possible.
It is possible.
It is possible.
How many of you are about 250 here? I can't even hear what you are saying. Say it is possible.
It is possible
for us to stop taking SSBs. It is very possible. You don't need it. You don't need SSBs at all. Yes?
Okay. Next question is candy, malt, and bitter lemon SSB. I combine 3 questions.
Candy, malt, and bitter lemon. I think I should allow even Daniel to answer that one. No, candies, that's sweet, right? Okay, sweet, yes. And then bitter lemon or what?
Yeah, like malt and bitter lemon.
Like malt, right? The sugar content of malt is not as high as the sugar content of all of these SSBs and power drinks. And remember, they also contain caffeine, the stimulant. So when we're talking about carbonated SSBs, it is not just the sugar alone, there's also the stimulant content of it. And this is what also causes very quick addiction to those things. Bull, bull something, horse, like that Olayemi was saying, or the Olayemi's friends, Koboko, Bama, all of those things, they all have some stimulants that you can easily get addicted to. So malt is a better drink if you must take malt. Malt is a better drink than the SSBs because most of those SSBs contain excessive content of sugar, excessive amount of sugar. And that's why we're saying if you must drink something different from water, then that could be, even the lemon, I mean the lemon they talk about, those lemon they are different. So if you are talking about lemon tea is different from the lemon, bitter lemon, everything. All of them are impregnated with sugar. So you don't need them at all. You don't need them. Thank you.
Okay, the second to last question, I say that for somebody involved in hard labor, maybe like a bricklayer, they need SSBs.
There is one bricklayer that takes 6 a day. 6, yes. In one of our conferences, a bricklayer. He said, look, when he's working in the morning, he will take 2. Then when he has worked little till around midday, 1 o'clock, he will take another 2. Then when he closes the work in the evening, he takes another 2. 6 bottles of Coke in a day. In fact, it will shorten your life more than more than 1/6 of your life is gone. You understand? So it doesn't, you don't need it at all. All you need is food. Eat good food. If you are eating good food, the good food you are eating will release energy into your system commensurate with your need. And you will be able to utilize it properly. It will not just give you a high surge of energy and then come down again, destroying your rhythms, the rhythm of your system. So you don't need it. Even if you are a laborer, if you are a drug pusher, or you are the person that carries load, you don't need it. All you need is good food, because good food will give you energy. And you know when energy giving food, carbohydrate foods, you eat eba, you eat amala, you eat yam, you eat yam. You know, all of those things contain carbohydrates that can go into your system at a normal rate and energize you to be able to do your work. Yes?
Okay, the last question, it was while the PS of Minister of Education was talking. He asked a question and he said that what happened to the sugar in our body? To excess sugar now in our body.
What happens to excess sugar?
Yes.
Now, excess sugar in your body can be converted. Normally, you know, there is a conversion of not eating sugar alone. If you have excess protein, you have excess sugar, it can be converted into fat in your system. And that is one of the biggest dangers. You see, aside from all the other effects on your blood vessels, on your heart, on your pancreas, on your kidney, aside from all of that, when you have excess of it, it gets stored into the body as fat, and you can easily begin to develop a fatty liver. This is very much more common with alcoholics. They develop fatty liver. Once your liver starts getting fatty, it is the beginning of chronic liver disease. And once you have a chronic liver disease, it's just a matter of time. It is a death sentence. That is what happens. And so, do not take excessive sugar because you don't need it. And let me tell you, for the people who develop diabetes as a result of excessive consumption of sugar, the sugar in your blood remains in the blood. It cannot go into the cells. And that is the biggest problem. So you have a lot of sugar in your blood, but it is not entering your cells. And it's at the cellular level that you need the sugar. So it's a situation of being hungry in the midst of plenty. That presence of that sugar in your system has a lot, in your blood vessels, has a lot of effect on the blood vessels. It has a lot of effect on the movement of the blood in your vessels, because it gets more viscous. The blood gets more viscous because of the increased, amount of sugar that is carrying, which is not able to drive into the cells. So these are, the things that happen when you have high level of sugar in your blood. So you don't need it, because in all ramifications, it becomes converted into fat, and fat, itself is a problem. You know about cholesterol, you know about all the fat, and those are the things that happen that cause myocardial infarction, all these things that you call heart attack, when you have a high level of fat in your blood. So sugar can get converted into that and begin to give you problems. Yes? Are we on? Okay, so we can bring up Dr.
I want to bring up now Dr. Callistus Claire for his good message. Please let's give him a loud, a very, very, we can make it better. You're welcome, sir.
Yeah, we're finishing now. That's the last one.
All protocols observed. Good afternoon.